Investec holds 50% of the portfolio and the other 50% has been pre-placed. Can you tell us a little bit about how much you've raised and at what price the stock is going to be trading at?
Well, I'm not sure what price the stock will be trading at because that's up to the marketplace.
What it was placed at?
Yeah, we did our pre-placing in the marketplace and we had a very good take-up. 850 odd million rand was raised with a good spread of private individuals through their stockbroking firms and asset managers, and a nice spread of institutional investment.
And the stock was placed at what price?
The stock was eventually placed at R9.50, which equates to a 9.5% forward yield.
Now the JSE, the property sector outperformed the JSE All Z last year, growing at around 30% for 2010. Clearly appetite for property stocks last year. Is this why you came to the market?
Not necessarily. I think the reason why we came to the market is that we've really always been in the market, except for the last probably 4 years. So we date back to the early 80s with Metboard and Growth Point, where we've always been in the market except for the last few years. It was our intention to return to the market. We built a portfolio as a platform for this listing over the last 4 or 5 years, and our timing wasn't necessarily dictated by the times in external factors, but dictated by the fact that our platform was ready to go.
Tell us a little bit about the Investec Property Fund and the portfolio of property that you hold with regards to the split between residential, commercial and industrial.
Just to kick off, we're a relatively small fund in the sector. We're happy with that. We're happy that we have a good platform of solid real estate to grow off. The size is relatively, as I said, small in the market. Our portfolio split is got quite a high preponderance of good quality industrial properties and offices. We don't do residential at all, and we have a small amount of retail. The preponderance of industrial by size is balanced by income with some good quality office buildings, which obviously the rate per square meter in offices is going to be higher than the rate per square meter in real estate, and consequently is fairly evenly balanced by income between industrial and office. Our retail portfolio is relatively small, and we will try and focus to build that.
And with regards to geography, where are most of your properties based, and what is your strategy when it comes to managing the property? Do you actually manage it, or do you just own it to let it?
Okay. Clearly, the fund itself will be the owner of the real estate. Our geographic spread is predominantly Gauteng, with a fairly even split of the balance between KZN and the Western Cape. I think that if I can add, we're property people. We really focus on the real estate. While we will balance risk, our focus is not to have pie charts with evenly spread geographies or evenly spread sectors. But we are focused to the 3 main sectors, being industrial, commercial and retail.
I think most will want to know, why are you listing? What are you going to be doing with the money that's been raised?
Primarily, I think it's important to understand that at day one we are totally ungeared, so we have capacity to grow through hopefully a mix of debt and equity. The platform needs to grow, not for the sake of growing, but needs to grow to get to a certain fighting weight. Without trying to be too predictive, between 6 and 10 billion over what time period I can't say, but that would be the objective would be to get to that level, which gives us which is a fighting weight in the sector, we believe.
And in terms of other stocks, you've got Growth Point, Redefined, Resilient, the top 3 property stocks at the moment. From a shareholder, or prospective shareholder's point of view, why should they invest in the Investec Property Fund?
Well, I think that, number one, we're young, and I talk about the property fund itself. We're nimble. I think it's got a pretty good management team behind it in Investec, with a proven track record, having created the biggest fund in the country, or having been instrumental in creating the biggest fund in the country. And I think that one of the factors that we do want to emphasize is that from time to time, our business is real estate. We will look for real estate opportunities. We will look at the fundamentals of real estate. And from time to time, we may do a dilutive transaction if we believe that the real estate, that it's right for the real estate and that it has potential over time.
So you could potentially be coming to the market again for more money in the future?
Not on the cards at the moment, because we have capacity as we sit here today. So it's not immediately on the cards.